Wow, there she is. I haven't been out on her in a very long time. It is December 27th, 2025, and it's 73 degrees right now in the southeast United States. This is bonkers. Bonkers weather. Definitely some climate change activity. Not going to get into the politics of that or perceived political traps of that, but y'all, I am very excited today to get back out on a motorcycle. I have been off a motorcycle for a very, very long time, about 8 weeks. For me, that's a long time. I'll talk a bit more about that, and I'm going to ride the Suzuki today, the SV650, a bike I was very excited to buy earlier this year. And the question is, do I still love it? Y'all, I don't know. There's 4 other bikes in the garage, so let's hop on and find out. Wow, it feels a little strange. Okay, it feels a wee bit odd to be on a motorcycle for the first time. Do I even have my wallet? Yeah, I've got it. All right, sorry, y'all. I am not together. But yeah, it feels a little odd to be out here on the Suzuki or on any motorcycle. I have been off of bikes now for at least 8 weeks, I feel like, and a couple reasons for that. One is the obvious, the weather. You know, I'm not much of a cold weather rider. I'm a very fair weather rider, but also love the heat. So while I'll go out on 100-degree days and 98% humidity and dodge rainstorms, you don't catch me out much in the winter. I just don't enjoy the cold. It's not my thing. Not my thing at all. So let's turn around and go back towards a little bit of a twisty country road. We're just going to take her easy today. It's a bit of an oily corner anyway. I absolutely love a V-twin, y'all. I love 270s. I especially love them when they're in a V-twin format. Oh, it's such a wonderful sounding engine with that M4 exhaust. So the other reason I've been off motorcycles for a while is I had a bit of a brush with my mortality. The dermatologist found a little cancer on my ear. We think it's all gone. Did some tests, everything looks great. Wasn't a very painful procedure, so hopefully no further action is needed other than to just, monitor it. And y'all, wear your sunscreen, please. Get your skin checked, especially if you're blue-eyed and fair-skinned like myself. You are at higher risk. That's my little PSA for the day. It's also a little bit funny. People think motorcycle is dangerous, but at least my head is covered. And there's no UV exposure on that ear. So, yeah, I agree kinetically. Motorcycling is very dangerous, but skin cancer wise, I'm covered from head to toe, y'all. Trying to find that silver lining in an otherwise dangerous hobby. Woo, that back brake got a little loose. I felt the ABS kick in for the first time on that bike, or this bike, sorry. Sorry about the old grammar. So outside of my absence from the channel and riding in general, I bought a Harley and I was all consumed with the Harley thing, and I still love it and I can't wait to get back out on it. And I did a little bit of soul searching, and I'm asking myself, do I still love the Suzuki? Now, there's a little more to the story. I won't get into all of it, but what I will say is I did find something about this bike that drives me a little nuts. And y'all, I'm not a mechanic. I don't claim to be one, and I'm learning to work on motorcycles and understand their mechanical designs as I grow and continue to ride. And the thing that's driving me crazy about this is the front brake. I mean, we've swapped out the tires, we've got those good, the engine's great, the engine's been flashed, I've got a full exhaust on it, all the things, but the front brake in particular on this bike is horrible. Look at that. There's so much pull before you feel any firmness in that brake lever that it's really hard if you're going to try to trail brake into a technical turn and improve your riding. It's really hard to gauge it. Now, back in the day, I have owned a couple of Ducatis. If you follow the channel, you know that, especially if you watch videos on this bike. And they had amazing Brembo brake setups on them that you could just touch with one finger and like there was no play in them. You just kind of, how far you know, how much pressure you applied to the brake lever was how quickly you're going to stop. But there was no, or very little lever movement, if you will. I really did not appreciate that at the time. But I took this bike up to Dill's Gap back on my birthday in August, and I rode like a granny. And I'm not a fast rider, but I actually ride a lot quicker out here, partly because I know the roads, but also I'm not working the brake really hard on these turns, right? And at Dill's Gap, if you've ever been up there, it's very technical. It's what, 300 and something turns in 7 or 8 miles. I'll put the numbers on the screen. Sorry, Dill's Gap fanatics, for not knowing those stats, but it's a very twisty road. Like, there's no straightaways once you get into it. It's just back and forth, back and back and forth, and you really need to trail brake and have good brake feeling, and I had none of that on this bike. None of it at all. You got dual disc up front, but they're not the best, and you know, you've got this God only knows part spin Suzuki master cylinder here. First I thought the fluid may be low. It's not low. Maybe there's some air in the line somewhere. Maybe the fluid is just old. Maybe it's because I don't have steel braided lines. Maybe it's all of the above. But from what I've read, and y'all, if you're SV650 people, let me know in the comments below if you know this answer. From what I'm told, this can be a lot better if you drain the fluid, put steel brake lines on, swap the pads, and basically just redo the whole front brake maintenance. It could be a lot better. Now, I'm not a track guy, as you can tell, so I don't need it to be, you know, high-end Brembo, but I don't want that level of slop. I just want to be able to get some pressure early on in the brake travel so that it's intuitive, and I can ride the nuts out of the bike a little bit more. Then I can find the next limitation, you know? And y'all, I almost sold this bike. It was on Facebook Marketplace for a month. I actually had a bite. The guy was going to give me asking price on it, and he's coming up from Nashville, but I thought he was a scammer. I don't know. I never met the guy because he didn't come. I don't think he was a scammer, but I blew him off, hence why he didn't come. Then I found out later when his brother reached out to me that this guy was a real human being. But, you know, I think looking back on that experience, it was for the best. I need to sort out this front brake. It would be a darn shame if I sold this bike at a, you know, at a loss of my investment primarily. So all the farkles I put in, you know, the sliders, the new tires, the new mirrors, all the things I've done to this bike, about 2 G's worth of investment in the bike I paid $4,500 for. It would be a shame if I just threw that away and sold the bike for $4,500 to $5,000 without finding out if this can be sorted out. I think it can be. I really do. I think the bike stops enough, like in terms of actual stopping power, but I think we can get more feel up here. And if bad comes to worse, I could always swap the master cylinder and the lever out with something nicer off of an R6 or a Gixxer or some Brembo thing. Who knows? But y'all, besides that, I'm out here on this thing in this absolutely amazing, maybe once in a lifetime December weather here in the southeast, and there's not a lot to not like. There really isn't, other than that. Oh man, it's so much fun. Oh, that was a terrible downshift. And a terrible turn too. Oh, that was embarrassing. See, that's what happens when you don't ride in a while. You lose all memory of how you should be riding this bike. Where you should be at in the gear, and sonically, you know, where you are in the rev range. So yeah, do I still love it? Yeah, I think I do. Really glad that Facebook transaction did not work out, because she is beautiful. Love the red and white. Likely my favorite color combo of the newer SV650s. Great looking bike. Really, really lovely thing. Also love this little poo-ish windscreen. Isn't that great? Sounds great. Yeah. If you could find one of these for $4,500 to $5,000 and you're looking for a middleweight bike with a lot of personality, yeah, you should check one of these out. Y'all, that's it. That's all I've got today. Thank you for watching my video and for liking and subscribing, as I know that's what you've done or what you did just now. And until next time, y'all, ride safe.